Hello YouTube! So this is my first video and it's been a long time that I was thinking about opening a YouTube channel and just talking and sharing my knowledge, my life, my ideas, and I just felt like YouTube was always the platform that it was calling me every single time to start, but I just felt like I needed to maybe gain some confidence in myself so that I could be able to share, or that I could be somehow like this perfectionist person or persona that I have in my mind so that I could be able to perform. And I think that waiting for this persona to come so that I would be able to share is like a limiting belief, and that I don't have to wait for myself to become something so that I could be able to share. And I'm just shocked that I'm actually doing this, because I put the makeup and I dressed and everything so that I could film, but I'm still like wearing somehow to stop or not do it. But I feel like I'm proud of myself for doing it. So yeah. Anyway, so the subject about confidence. I think that confidence is a journey that we start. It's a journey that we start from healing like your old versions where you didn't believe in yourself, and specifically the people that you count on the most, that you were dependent upon, they couldn't believe in you, they couldn't pour into your cup, and so you felt that void inside of you and this deep suppression about things that you didn't like about yourself. This is how low self-esteem comes in place, and I believe that a lot of people suffer from lack of confidence. In a sense that there are people who have healed it, and there are people who were born in certain situations where the parents did pay attention to this, so they grew up like having confidence in themselves and everything. But I'm talking about majority of people, they lack this, and it's either they start to cope with it and make it like sound like they are, or like a fake confidence, or they really take the time to heal. From my story, I actually had a low self-esteem since I was a child. I always thought that I was not pretty. I always thought that I was not enough. That I always thought that I lacked for a lot of things. And I have discovered self-development, the self-development journey on 2016, 17, and I start reading about it and how much like when you get out of your comfort zone, it helps you immensely to become this best version of yourself. And since then I have been applying it. Then like I took this journey of a spiritual journey, which was a long story. Maybe I could share it on another time, where I started actually to do the deeper healing, like where this is coming from, where this lack of confidence came from. And I discovered that actually I was feeling lack of confidence because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe I was worthy of a lot of things. And it's something actually that I'm still working on. And don't get me wrong, like we all have our journey, and I don't believe like there's this perfection. When every single day when we wake up, we have the choice of either to stay the same with the same things, the same beliefs, the same actions, the same thoughts, and all of these things, the same emotions, or we choose to actually put in the work. And put in the work, it may be an action, it may be thinking differently, it may be doing this thing that you have been procrastinating about. Like for example, this YouTube channel, it's been a long time that I was like feeling the urge to do it, because I just love sharing, I love YouTube, I actually started a channel before where I have been sharing like my journey about fitness, because it's something that I love also. but I actually stopped. I think that I didn't believe that I could grow how I wanted to grow. And so I thought to myself, why not start fresh and just start however it's gonna come up, however it's gonna be filmed. And so I feel like it's about an everyday choice of who you want to be. And for so long, I have been thinking like if I have found someone who believes in me, then I will be starting to believe in myself. And actually, my prayer worked because I have met so many beautiful people who were like giving me all these beautiful compliments that I didn't have growing up when I was a child, like with friends and everything. And I still felt like I didn't have enough confidence to do things. And so I think that I came to a realization now that whoever is gonna come up to shake me and tell me, believe in yourself, I believe in you, you're amazing, you're everything, you're that, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna believe in it because it starts from you. This inner child that you have inside of you, he is waiting for you to come and do it. Why? Because that's the most beautiful gift that God or universe, whatever you believe in, gives us, is to like take our power back, to actually shake ourselves, be the own cheerleader, to do this work, to like take yourself and tell yourself like, yeah, I believe in you. Yes, you deserve all of these beautiful things. And I understand that you have gone through certain things that made you believe that you were not worthy of those things, or that you like grew up maybe in an environment that didn't accept certain parts of you. Or for example, for myself, I always like heard the terms like you put so much makeup on, or you dress a certain way and it's not acceptable, and you should not put in so much of that and this. And I think that we all live this thing. And even though I didn't pay attention to it, my inner child did pay attention to it. And so it's like I was grabbing all of this information, and it's deepened so much this wound of not believing in myself. And I just feel like after doing a lot of work about it, and especially taking the actions to put out myself out there and just to be who I am, to own who I am, to with all of it, with the darkness, with the unwanted things that we want to suppress, that we don't want other people to see, all the messy things, all of it, to own it and grab it and hold it and let yourself shine, actually. Because this is what I hear a lot, the term of unique. I hear a lot of people like saying, yes, this is unique, we want someone who is unique. And uniqueness comes from this. It comes from you owning all of your shadows, especially your shadows, because we both know that our lives is loved, is accepted. You know when you're kind, you're accepted. You know when you're a people pleaser, you're accepted. You know when you are like dressed in a how do we say the word, like not comfy clothes, but acceptable clothes that people will agree upon, like you are accepted in everything. No, I'm talking about like the outfits that's what outfits anyway, cut it off. I'm talking about the aspects that are not loved, the aspects when actually you have boundaries. For example, like when you say no, like when you say you don't want to do this thing, you don't want to go there, you can't accept this behavior, you are gonna put yourself and film YouTube or something on social media, however people are gonna say whatever, you can protect yourself because you have God with you, you have universe with you that is with you all the time, protecting you. Because the creator, whoever you believe is, for me, I believe in God, he created actually the whole universe, he created us, he created everything, and we still make like those fake gods, I would call people, for example, that they are more powerful than God, the creator. And so when I started believing in this, I felt so much confidence, I felt so much power. I felt like I am actually walking on this planet with God. You know what this is? Like the power. There's no such a power than this. Like I am walking hand in hand with God. I'm protected with God. I'm working with God. I'm putting the actions with God. And so this huge power gave me so much confidence in being who I am and being bold and being truly who I am and express myself and just shine bright like a diamond. And it's beautiful. It really is. And I feel so much compassion to anyone who's going through a period where he's not feeling like he's worthy of things, or that I'm gonna get emotional as usual, but I feel like I have so much compassion for people who are going through this, like me, or anyone who is doubting himself, who feels like so much scared to share his passion, to share. I know that you watching this, you have passion. You didn't just jump into this video for nothing. You have passion, you have talents, you have beautiful things that you know deep down that they are valuable, but still you choose to downgrade them or make them seem small so that you wouldn't be shining, because you're so afraid of getting hurt or not stepping for yourself. Like from my case, for example, like when I was a little girl, I remember that I was getting into so many fights. Don't even know how it started, but I was getting into so many fights, and thankfully I had my aunt and my sister who protected me. But I was so afraid to stand up for myself. I was so afraid to say, no, you can't do this, you can't touch my hair, you can't touch me. It's a no, it's a big no. Even saying something that is disrespectful for me, it's not acceptable. But I am so grateful for this journey, you know, because like feeling this feeling that I'm feeling right now, and that I have been feeling throughout all this period of my life, where I feel like I'm so blessed just by knowing and being in conviction that I'm walking with God, that God is always with me, that this power is always with me, and that nothing can take it away from me. Nothing can take away from me this worth, this self-confidence and everything. So a lot of people may say like confidence is, I don't know, like for example, doing this or that. And I believe it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, because as I said in the beginning, like doing and putting the work and getting out of your comfort zone and putting yourselves in situations that are so uncomfortable, it's so beautiful, because you can see actually with your eyes that, oh my God, I did this. Oh my God, I did it. I made this. I'm proud of myself. You start believing, you start to make proofs that you can actually do those things. And also, I feel like these actions needs to be with the foundation of reminding yourself of who you truly are and reconnecting with your true essence. It's so important, because it's like you build a foundation that is unshakable. Like anyone can come and it's unshakable. You know you're not the same. You know that if you were put in a situation where somebody disrespects you, you know the action you will take. That's it. You know that it cannot happen again. It cannot happen. Like, because you start respecting yourself, but especially you start to see the value of yourself. You start to see that God actually had put us in this earth. I don't know the word, mukarramin, I don't know the word, how it is in English, I forgot about it, but valuable, sorry, yeah. God puts us in this planet valuable. He gives us so many beautiful things. So many beautiful, like even the sky, sometimes I just wander to the sky and I look at it and I say like, oh my God, how is it possible that exists something called the sky? Like the abundance of the trees, of the air, like the body, how it is created. us as a human being, it's weird, like having eyes and everything. It's so weird, but yet we see it as normal. It's so incredible, like we are miracles, and we're living actually a miracle in this life. And so when I see this, I just like awaken more this divinity that we have inside of us, this the connection of the with the Creator. It makes me more powerful. It reminds me of who I truly am, rather than who they told me I am, who they made me believe I am. And it's just incredible because it makes me feel so empowered because I'm working with God. It makes me more confident because I'm walking with God. And there is a beauty in it, there is a peace in it where you feel completely yourself. I don't know the words. I don't know like the perfect word to say, but I would say like more free to be who you are, to express who you are, and also to understand also people around us that are in these boxes where they are criticizing or saying things like that. They're still in this box where they feel inferior. And so when I connect with this divinity, with this energy, it makes me feel like how dare me and how dare you actually demonize and minimize of who we are. God created us here to shine, he says that we are valuable, and yet we represent ourselves like something. He makes us feel like, wow, he gives us all of these gifts, and yet we demonize ourselves, we treat ourselves poorly, we let other people, because law of mirroring, we let other people treat us poorly, and we live a miserable life, basically. Yeah, so I have been rambling for 17 minutes. This was my first video, and I hope like it inspires somebody and that you got a message, maybe a sentence, a word that made you reflect, that made you think like, okay, I need to check upon this, or I need to think about this, or I feel like, for example, it makes sense to you, something about it, then it would be great. So yeah, thank you for watching. I just started this channel, and I actually am looking forward to continue posting videos because I have a lot of topics that I want to talk about. And yeah, so kisses and take care of yourself.